Hello, I'm R.C. Blakes. I'm getting ready to start this short series of about 6 sessions of very short videos. And it's taken from the smallest little book that I've written entitled The Laws of Manifesting Your Vision. Of course, this book at the time that I'm doing this video is not in print anymore. I plan on republishing it. However, in this series, you're going to discover how to tap into God's purpose for your life, how to maximize it, and how to take that thing that's on the inside of you and actually see that thing manifest. There are laws that play into manifesting your vision. In this lesson 1, we're dealing with the law of purpose. Stay tuned.
Let's talk. Let's talk.
You don't know how to be an individual. You don't know how to be an independent. You don't know how to be by yourself. You can't seem to find any sense of value apart from another. And so you tie other people up into this web of confusion and
Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk.
All right, let's get into law number 1 of the laws of manifesting your vision. Law number 1 is the law of purpose. But before we get into that, let's discuss what a law is. A law is an activity or a series of activities that will always produce the same consequence or result. There are laws to winning, there are laws to success, and there are laws to manifesting your vision. Now, your vision is an internal glimpse and understanding of God's ultimate state or purpose for you being. Now, purpose is the original intent or reason for the existence of a thing or a person. There is a reason for my being here. Right now, as I'm talking to you, this is a massive part of my purpose. I'm here to communicate. I'm here to talk to people. I am here to help people to move to the next level in life. Now, your purpose will always deal with a particular problem that you are designed to solve. God has put you here. Dr. Miles Monroe left that wisdom with us. God has put you here to solve a problem. Dr. Mike Murdock teaches that. God has put you here to solve a particular problem. Sometimes when you're running from the problems, you're actually trying to escape your purpose because God has put you here to solve a particular problem. Now, the difference between winners and losers is the recognition of and the pursuit of purpose. Winners, people who win in life, identify their purpose and they pursue it. Losers kind of glimpse or take a glance, should I say, at everybody else's doings and they emulate rather than innovate. Instead of finding that unique niche that God, or niche as some might say, that God has put within them, they find themselves simply mimicking others. But winners recognize and pursue their purpose. Now, here's another thing to keep in mind, and I'm just pulling from the book. You're not who everybody sees on the outside. You are really the person who only you can see on the inside. See, there's an internal glimpse of who you are in your heart. Now, your mind may not be secure enough to articulate it, but on the inside, there's a glimpse of a person, an ultimate state of being that you see of yourself. Everybody else sees this individual from the exterior, but on the inside, you see something quite different, someone much greater. That is the real you. Now, the Bible says in 2 Corinthians 4:18, while we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. You have to learn to begin to look internally for purpose. There are too many people who are searching for purpose externally. You want someone to tell you your purpose. You want to connect with someone so that they can give you a sense of purpose. The reality is that your purpose will be generated from the internals of your being. Now, how do we determine purpose in life? A person's purpose is concealed within at least two important factors: personal gifting and passion. What has God gifted you to do, and what has God given you a passion to do? There's something that God has given you the capacity to do effectively all of the time. And there's a passion that God has given you for certain things. And if you really took the time, if you pulled aside to stop and to think about it, many times what you're passionate about will create a marriage between what God has gifted you to do. And when the two collide, voila, there we find the birthing of purpose. God has already fixed the path for every man to get to the destination of purpose. However, we have to go where most are afraid to go. To step into your purpose will require that you pull aside from the crowd, that you no longer walk as a group thinker, but that you begin to walk in your own uniqueness, that you take that gifting and that passion and you marry the two, and you begin to walk in territory where maybe no one has gone before. God has not called you to fit in. He has called you to stand out. He's not called you to be like the crowd. He's called you to be the leader. God puts the desire in you to attempt to accomplish what He has already mapped out for you before you even start. God puts that desire, He puts that passion, He puts that power in you to even imagine it. But it's your job to step out on it. And as you go, more and more will be revealed. Your purpose and your vision are always personally received. Never expect others to see your vision or your purpose. Sometimes we get hung up on, if our family agrees, or if our friends can see it, or if our church members can see it, or even if our pastors can see it. The reality is that God gives you purpose and He gives you vision, and 99.9% of the time, no one else will see it, but you have to see it, you have to believe it, and you have to manifest it. Purpose plus vision plus passion equals persistence, meaning that once you really tap into God's reason for your existence, it will generate in you a persistence that will overcome every obstacle and defeat every opposition. Join me next time for lesson 2 in the laws of manifesting your vision.